Awesome. Always fun.
Okay, it's working, thank God. Okay, so, you want to introduce yourself?
Okay, I'm Riley Cornell. I'm a junior at TCU. I am from Colleyville, Texas, which is like 30 minutes from TCU. I'm in the business school, finance major, accounting minor, and I'm the director of Frog Aids this year, or co-director of Frog Aids this year.
So how'd you get involved in Frog Aids?
Yeah, so I got involved as a freshman. That's how most people do. I applied to the program. I came into TCU and like saw the yard signs for it and immediately got interested. And then I was a Frog Aid freshman year, and then sophomore year I served on the executive team, and then this year I am the co-director.
Okay, so what is Frog Aids exactly?
Yeah, so Frog Aids is essentially TCU's freshman leadership development program that is within SGA. And so it has about 36 freshmen every year, and then we have an executive team who leads them of 6 members, and then there's usually 1 or 2 directors kind of overseeing the whole program. And basically, the freshmen can put on leadership projects throughout the year. They also go to meetings every week that kind of teach about leadership abilities and leadership topics, and so they get some hands-on work, but also like some mentorship aspects as well.
So
Yeah.
when and why was Frog Aids created?
Yes, so I think it was founded in 2005, although that year might not be exact. But basically it started out as an intern program for SGA. So they wanted freshmen coming into TCU to get to shadow current House of Reps members as well as like student body officers. But then after a couple years, they kind of thought that was stupid because freshmen could just join House of Representatives or be a student body officer after just 1 year. And so a lot of people were running to bypass that and turn it into more of a leadership focused thing. And so a couple years after its founding, it became more of like the formal leadership program that it is today.
What is like the main purpose of Frog Aids?
Yeah, I would say there's like a couple, but I guess it's essentially like to give freshmen who don't normally have like leadership opportunities on campus already, or like a lot of exposure to like high level, I guess, projects, to get to do what they want and like see as new students coming on campus getting to make the changes that they want to make, as well as like developing leaders so that the next generation of leaders at our school is trained and like has experience doing different kinds of projects and working with different kinds of people.
Awesome. Okay. What are the goals of Frog Aids?
Yeah, I would say every year there's like a couple. So one is just for all the Frog Aids to bond and like get to know each other, as we try to pick a diverse class in terms of personality type and leadership abilities, leadership experiences. And so getting to meet different people and like finding how different people work differently is really important, and that's something that we try to like show, especially through the meetings and just getting to work with different small groups and the projects you do throughout the year. And then another goal of Frog Aids is just to equip all of the freshmen in the program with the skills they need to go do what they want out of their time at TCU.
So kind of going along with that, like in what ways does being a member of Frog Aids like help connect someone to like other campus organizations, involvements, like how does that directly correlate?
I mean, one of the biggest things about it is that the people who you're in the room with as a freshman are the ones who show great leadership potential, and so they're likely to be the ones who go out and join different organizations and become leaders in those. And so it's mostly just about the connections you make in the program, especially having like the mentorship aspect of having older people on exec and as directors who have also been leaders in other organizations. They can really help connect the current freshmen and let them know when applications are open, what organizations they can get involved in, but mostly it's just the group themselves, like networking with each other and helping each other get connected to different roles on campus.
So what are some like past accomplishments of Frog Aids? Like what has been done in the past?
Yeah, I mean, like our current student body president is or was a Frog Aid, most of the House of Representatives and a lot of the student body officers, so mostly like a lot of SGA people really get their start in Frog Aids, but it goes so far beyond that. There's like I think one of the current sorority presidents was a Frog Aid my year, so it's sororities, fraternity exec, all of that, as well as just different organizations. So I would say any organization on campus, there's probably at least 1 or 2 Frog Aids like leading the charge, or previous Frog Aids who have really gone on to do that. But I'm trying to think of like a specific example. Like accomplishment and like something they've done.
Just like anything, like you talk a little bit about like the talent show last year, like how did
Okay.
you get on all that?
Yeah, so I mean, a lot of it, like within the program specifically, is the Frog Aids do put on projects, and so they work together. Like they have small group projects in the fall and then a big group project in the spring, and they work in teams to kind of make those come to life. And so one year the Frog Aids put on a giant staff banquet for all of the staff at TCU. Another year they created an organization called the HOP, which is kind of TCU's version of like the SCIM, and that's still a functioning organization today. Last year they put on a talent show, and we had I think like 25 like acts apply, and we had 10 in the talent show, and we filled out the entire auditorium. It was insane. And so the projects are always really cool, but even some of the smaller ones, like we've done a canned food drive for a small group project, and that was cool. Last year my group went and did a bingo night at the retirement home, and that was really fun around Christmas time and all of that. So there's like a bunch of projects, small to large, but all of them have been pretty exciting. So yeah.
I think that's it.
Cool.
You really killed that.
Awesome.
That's so good.
We'll see. Jacob's answers are different.
And
Probably the same thing, right?
Yeah, he made this project about Frog Aids too.
No, he did.
is it the same class?
Because I went into my office hours yesterday.
Oh
and I
my
was like, hey, I'm doing
gosh.
this project for my SGA like, organization. She's like, oh, someone else uses it. I was like, oh, might have been.
Do I look at you?
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
So first, you're just gonna like introduce yourself, be like, I'm this major, blah blah blah, and then I'm gonna say,
Right.
like, how'd you get involved with Frog Aids? Okay, so you can introduce yourself.
All right, my name is Jacob Whitaker. I am an entrepreneurial management major, accounting minor, and I'm a junior.
Okay, so how'd you become involved with Frog Aids?
So when I was a freshman, I was standing outside my dorm, and this girl who's a sophomore who's from my hometown was talking to me. Like she walked by and we started talking, and she saw a yard sign. She was like, "Oh, like, do you know what Frog Aids is?" And I was like, "No, what is it?" She told me it was a freshman leadership program, and she was like, "It's totally up your alley. You should apply." And so, yeah, I just went online and I looked it up and read about it and thought it was something I'd be interested in, and so I applied.
Okay, so what is Frog Aids exactly?
To me, Frog Aids is a program that equips freshmen with the leadership skills they need to go forward and lead on campus and even after that through hands-on experience and through learning from the exec team and the directors, from what we have learned in our college experience and from the program that we want to like pass down to them.
Okay, so when and why was Frog Aids created?
When and why was Frog Aids created? Let's see.
It's like-
So Frog Aids, I think it was something like 13 years ago, 14 years ago. It was originally created as an organization where students could get involved and learn more about what student government did and serve as like aides to the members on cabinet, like the student body president, the vice presidents, like that. And then slowly, it just developed over time into a program where they could be equipped with leadership skills and hands-on experience, like in student government. And now it's just developed into a program, not specifically for student government, but just TCU's like premier freshman leadership program.
So what's its main purpose?
I kind of already touched on this, but Frog Aids' main purpose is to equip freshmen with skills they need to go forward and get accomplished what they believe they can get done on campus, to learn how they can reach their full potential and go forward and set a good example to the other students in their class and actually make a difference on campus in the best, most efficient way possible.
So what are the goals of Frog Aids?
The goals of the program
Like,
itself?
Yeah.
Um,
Or you could say like as a freshman point of view, like what their goal is, or just like as a program.
So, let's see. If I could put myself back in a freshman's shoes, my main thing was I wanted to be able to come into this program and learn how my personality meshed well with other people's so that I could learn how to lead and how to communicate well with people and really work on a team. Because I didn't get to do a lot of team stuff in high school and always felt like I had a big personality and so I could make a good leader, but I didn't really know what that meant. And so through this program, I think we kind of teach, the biggest thing I think we teach people is how to take advantage of their strengths in relation to their personality and then work on their weaknesses and actually put that into play through working on projects and working with other people and learning how to get stuff done with a group in the most effective way possible.
Awesome. Okay, so of going along with that, like, in what ways is being a member of Froggies, how is that going to help you, like, connect with other campus organizations and involvements?
Well, first of all, when you get to know the executive team and the directors, many of us are involved in several other organizations besides just Frog-Aids, and so it helps to have older people who are already in other organizations who can talk to you about that or help you get involved with those. And then past that, once you go on, you'll never stop being friends with your cohort after you're a freshman, and you'll watch, since it may not seem like a diverse group, but people will go on to get involved in a multitude of different things on campus. And so as you keep those friends and keep up on social media and on campus, you get to learn more about like what other people are passionate about and what they've chosen to commit their time to. And so you get to learn about it, and you just have a farther stretch or spread of what people do on campus.
So what is something you've seen Frog-Aids do in the past? Like, for like someone in general, like as a person, or just like as a group as a whole, if that makes sense.
Man, there's so many. I'd say probably the coolest thing to me is you get to watch the kids at the beginning of the year who have big personalities and come in like they know exactly what they're gonna learn, kind of control the room, come in and learn that there's not one type of leader, and you can watch them kind of become humbled over the year, and they learn to appreciate working in a group setting and appreciate all the different people in the room. And then you get to watch the people who at the beginning of the year come in and don't talk to people and are maybe more towards the shy side, kind of come out of their shells and learn like, oh, I have just as much potential as the people that are extremely extroverted to make a difference on campus, and watch them all kind of come together and end up on the same level at the end of the year. And become friends with everybody. The program does a lot of awesome stuff, but looking at the personal aspect of it, that's probably the coolest thing to watch develop over the year.
Awesome, that's it.
Awesome.
Killed it.